squeeze the fox plush, almost as if to make sure it's still there. I approach her warily, observing her and our surroundings carefully, in case there are any more surprises. Part of me thinks that Mel herself could be the surprise. The other part of me is afraid that she'll turn on me, insult me, tell me she hates me, and run away like she did the last 2 times I tried to reach her. All that doesn't matter anymore. I came here for one reason, and I'm not giving up until I succeed. Even if it drives me and Mel apart forever. When Mel hears my voice, she whirls around, tears streaming down her face. I stop when I see the tears in her eyes and tuck my knife into the loop of my shorts. What's wrong? Is this about me ruining her life again? I don't understand what's happening. This isn't our neighborhood, is it? She finally realizing, no, it isn't. I don't. I was running away from you, and then something forced me to the ground. I turned my head and I saw a monster. Voice breaks, eyes reflecting the horror she saw and experienced. And I tried to fight it, but it was so much stronger than me. Like, that took me here. My heart tightened at her words. In the past 13 years, I had many close calls with demons. I remember the first time it happened when I was a kid then. I believed in monsters and ghosts and imaginary friends, and I never grew out of it. I could, because I had proof I could prepare for almost any encounter. But for Mel, this was probably her first encounter with a demon, where she never was aware of what's happened. After she had already quit believing all that stuff, after all this time, she finally has proof that everything I've been saying is true. I'm right, but it doesn't feel good at all. This was the last that I wanted. I began to reach out to her, but she hesitates, remembering the fox plush and what the man said. So I intended to hold it out to her. Here, this is for you. Mel looks like the glowing plush, eyes wide, teary, and confused. She sniffles and reaches for it. What? What is this? Just before her fingers reach, something burst out of the ground between us. It's a head that's at least twice as tall as my entire body and completely blocks my view of Mel. Though his face is more like a mask, as the rest of the head completely pitch black. I stumble back, but immediately snap to attention when Mel screams. He quickly gets cut off. The face that blocks my view stares at me with empty eyes and speaks in a low, familiar voice. I see what you are trying to do, but it's too late. What? Shin doesn't respond. Instead, it turns around, grabbing Mel with its mouth. It lifts itself to the very top, where it places Mel in front of the candle. Does the full extent of its neck emerges, and I see the connected to the hill. And when I look closer, I see the hill is actually a living, breathing thing. The mass that seems to belong to Shin. Of course, nothing is normal here. There's only one other option. I run up the mess, clutching the plush close so I don't drop it. It's been hard to climb this thing with it in my hand, but I need to give it to Mel. That's what the man said, and I trust him after he helped me climb as fast as I can. The hill is soft and fleshy beneath my hand. Every plant seems to breathe. I keep going until I finally reach the top. I soon spot Mel, who is pressed up against the candle, almost melting into it. The candle is almost burned completely down, and both high and the meter. Her eyes are wide, and it's clear she struggles to breathe from feeling miserably. Breast covers her mouth, preventing her from making noise, and stares right at me, eyes bleeding. Mel, be here. I rush over to her, but once again, she appears between us. Get your ass out the way! Stupid girl. The thing you heard earlier, you're too late. And then it lunges at me. As a jerk, flex, I lift my hand, bringing the plush to blind my face like that. That won't do me any good. Shin, he curls up abruptly and violently. My eyes go wide at me. Shin's affected by this. Think back to where I was in the forest. After that man fixed the plush, the trees cowered away from it. And now, this realization down to my face, and I hold the plush out toward Shin. I use the plush to push Shin back and away from Mel, then back to her. She's almost completely sucked into the candle. I look toward her, shoving the plush over her chest. The candle wax swallows the plush hole, and the next thing it plunges my hand into the wax, grabs hold of any part of Mel that I can. My hands close around what I think to be her arm, and I pull hard as I can. Come on, Mel. I got you, babe. I pull, but despite my best efforts, she doesn't budge. It is until the candle suddenly starts to glow and grow, almost as it reforming itself. Fire at the very top burns brighter and brighter, lighting the entire world. And with it fully restored, I pull him out, but with ease, almost easily, as she and I stumble and fall over. Mel is covered in wax and sweat, but alive. Clutched to her chest is the fox plush. I smile softly. It's okay, you're not out now. Amelia? Tears fill Mel's eyes once more as she looks at me. She reaches for me, but quickly draws it back. She's too scared to glow. Eyes widen in panic as she begins floating into the air. What's happening? I watched in shock as Mel is literally floating above me. The light she emitting is warm and bright like the flame at the top of the candle. Floating into the air must be terrifying, but I have no doubt that what is happening is good. Everything is okay, Mel. You're okay. I'm scared. She continued floating up and up. Above a circle of light forms some kind of portal. I sit up and crawl out to her. Just take a deep breath, Mel. It's okay. She reaches for me once more, but she's far too high up in the air, even close to reaching me. I'm sorry. And with that, it disappears into the portal. Her voice is cut off, but I know what she was trying to say. My own eyes fill with the tears, and my heart feels warm. Around me, the dark, nightmarish world is now bright and warm. I cast my eyes up toward the portal I know that it leads to safety, but it doesn't look like it's possible to reach. Is this goodbye? Before I can dwell on it for too long, she screeches at the unadulterated anger. Right. I forgot it was there. I stand up and face Shin. The plush is gone. I still have enough, but do I really need it anymore? I take a few steps toward Shin, smirk forming on my face. How does it feel? You like that? You like that you lost? Shin whirls on me and shoves its face close. Once again, it's unhinged and screams at me. The force that whips my hair back, but I don't flinch or step away. I just continue smirking. You lost, and I beat. You lost. I don't lose. Human. You may have saved your sister, but you still here. Won't let you get away so easily. Scowl more to a twisted smile, and it laughs a long, black tongue from its mouth, and it licks its lips. I'm hungry, but I want to watch you suffer first. Before I can reach a basilisk from the hill just beside it, long, spindly fingers emerge and shims one against my stomach with a smile for plunging right through. My body jerks backwards and my breath rushes out of me. Faith falls my arm and my eyes go wide as a jolted pain radiates from my stomach out. Jill laughs faintly in the background as ringing fills my ears. The only thing keeping me standing is Shin's fingers through my stomach. Then the finger is gone, and I am falling to the floor. I gasp for air. It doesn't want to come to me. Presses desperately against the wound. Fingers immediately getting swallowed up in blood. I see Shin laughing and watching as the life drains out of my body. So, I thought that I would at least be able to suffer for eternity in this place. Maybe see that man again. But I guess not. Close my eyes, finally done fighting. I'd melt out here. What else is there to do? Beyond my closed eyes, there is another flash of light, so bright that I can feel it. Of course, my eyes open again only to see another portal. This time it's just a few feet away from me. Looks exactly like the one Mel went through. Still clenching my stomach, I lift ahead and look over at it. Am I seeing things? Then, all of a sudden, I see a silhouette. It distinctly contains a long snout and two pointy ears. And that's when it jumps through the portal over me. It's larger than a wolf or even a Great Dane, and its two tiny paws and three long tails. Its snout is narrow and its eyes are sharp and there are red markings all over it, mostly covering its face, and there are red markings on its paws, tails, and ears. Wait, looks like the fox plush. The red-tailed fox lunges at Shin, grabbing us by the neck. Shin, for the first time ever, looks scared. No, get off me. Shin lifts his hand, entrenched in my blood, and attempts to grab the three-tailed fox and yank it away. Shin's hand is definitely big enough to completely engulf the three-tailed fox, but fox is unclipping Jim's neck. Jim screams, and with the three-tailed fox just bites down harder and harder till it rips Jim's neck clean off. My mouth drops open in pain, almost forgotten. What? The three-tailed fox shakes Jeanette's head like a dog shaking a favorite squeaky toy. Then, with one look at me and a wink, it turns and gazes upward, galloping into the sky. Shin's head rolls from the three-tailed fox's mouth, sputtering and yelling curses in a language I don't understand. I want to keep watching, but what's left of my stomach just reminds me of the state I'm in. I grimace and look toward the portal. The three-tailed fox came through is still there, and my eyes only hope of getting out. So, with one hand pressing against the wound, I use the other hand to drag myself for the portal, where I promptly pass. When I next come to, my eyes are closed and I feel a faint throbbing pain in my abdomen closing. There are a lot of sounds around me, but one of them aren't demonic in any way. There are a lot of sounds around me, but none of them are demonic in any way. Weird. I hear keeping and muttering from familiar voices, but they are very distant. One sound that's not so distant, though, is the sound of a quiet sob at my side. Mel. I open my eyes, and I immediately met with blindness of the hospital. And right as the edge of my vision is Mel, her hands over my eyes, and she's crying over me. I smile faintly, but I'm suddenly wrenched and cough that literally plunges through my stomach. However, my attention is drawn away from it when Mel's friendly finally notices that I'm awake. Amelia, you're awake! She whips her hands around quickly to call for someone else to come in the room. She's awake! Call a doctor! My smile only widens at her words, and she turns back to me. Amelia, I am so sorry for everything. I didn't believe you at all these past years. I wanted you gone. I told you I hated you. I said such horrible things, and those were almost the last thing I could have said to you. I thought I was going to die, and then I thought you were going to die, and I was just so scared. Mel continues rambling through heaves and sobs as she frantically tries to apologize while stumbling over her words. It's true. She did say all those things to me, and they hurt, but seeing her not only alive, but just grateful towards me is far more than I could ever wish for. I remain to lift my hand up to rest on Mel's cheek. My sudden touch causes her to start rambling her eyes, and she quickly clasps her hands around mine. Yes, you need something with a pain mask wearing off. I chuckle and shake my head. It's okay, Mel. Everything is okay. Mel smiles shakily and nods. I don't hate you, Amelia. I love you. My chest feels warm. I don't think Mel has ever said anything like that to me before. I love you too, Mel. Always and forever. Through the stormy weather. The end. Thank you so much for. No. Thank you. Forever. Through the stormy weather. Well, y'all, that was that. That was Bring Her Home. Hopefully, y'all have enjoyed it. Holla at your girl.